Happy Tuesday, Reject Nation. It's ponytail reaction time. Everyone thinks John's sexier than me, so I'm trying to be as much like John as possible. Or my hair does not cooperate when it suddenly rains in California and it just gets twice as puffy and I can't stand it.
Yeah, all that humidity, man. All that moisture in the air.
So now I am Mexican John today.
Sweet. I've always wondered what this would be like.
So weird out of
Be like in an alternate universe if I wasn't a white guy.
This feels weird. This feels weird. Anyway, Screen Junkies has released an honest trailer for one of my favorite movies of last year.
Oh boy.
Mother, from director Darren Aronofsky,
Oh, this is
starring
gonna be
his
fun.
soon-to-be wife Jennifer Lawrence.
Are they getting married? Oh, that's right. Oh boy. Wow.
Today I wanted to give a Patron of the Day shout out to none other than James Stagans, because he is like a mother to all of us.
Oh yeah. He's very matronly.
We'll give a full shout out after the video. I saw Screen Junkie's whole review on Mother. They
Okay.
did not really care for this movie.
Oh, boy.
So I'm excited to see them tear this apart. Even though it's one of my favorite movies, I love when they make fun of them. All right, let's check it out.
We asked you to vote for the 2017 movies you wanted us to make an honest trailer for. Here's your number 4 pick. You guys are weird. From the mind behind Requiem for a Dream, Black Swan, and Noah comes a gruesome, paranoid Bible allegory, which is kind of what you should expect by now. From the mind behind Requiem for a Dream, Black Swan, experience a gripping tale about something where this mother and this guy have some increasingly bad house guests.
Leave me alone.
You're an nerd.
Stuff happens. Then slowly but surely, everything goes cuckoo bananas not so crazy.
Oh, yeah. Show the baby.
So different with this music. well cut.
What is going on? Stop making me feel dumb, movie. You're the dumb one. Stroke your chins for what's either a retelling of the Bible from nature's perspective, an allegory about global warming, a meditation on the creative process,
It's all.
a critique of traditional gender roles,
It's all.
or a story about how hard it is to date a famous person. In this film that refuses to answer basic questions about plot or character, but does tell you what Extreme Home Makeover would look like if it were directed by Satan. Move that bus. Move it back! Move it back! Witness gruesome imagery that will disturb you to your very core. Where a baby being eaten alive is nothing compared to a close-up of Javier Bardem smiling.
You scared me.
Kristen Wiig acting serious.
Be inspirational.
And unprepared public speaking.
Would you say something?
See, this is my actual worst nightmare. Follow Jennifer Lawrence's giant face around for half the movie. She takes on 9 separate hours of household chores. Generally walks around. And stares at the wall. But if that sounds boring, wait until you hear what her husband is going through. He's a poet with writer's block. Oh, man, this movie sounds like it was written by a guy with a lot of scarves. Oh, right. So dive into the esoteric film that audiences either loved, hated, or really hated. In this film that looks and sounds beautiful, avoids easy categorization, and really makes the audience think,
It affects everyone in a different way. It is remarkable.
but sometimes feels like the whole thing was dashed out over a long weekend, because
It was.
Starring
Damn.
Hunger Games, literally catching fire, No Country for Old Testaments, Red Flanders, Caddy Woman, a McPoyle brother,
Ha.
what it feels like to host your in-laws, and the forbidden sink.
That sink's not braced yet. Could you get down from there? That sink's not braced yet. Get down from there. Please, get down from there. Please. Oh, stop doing that. Don't do that. Stop. Stop doing that.
We get it already. Don't sit on the sink. Jeez, you're not my real mom. Big Mama's house. If there's one thing you can count on in a movie, it's that a writer working in isolation will always go insane.
Oh, yeah.
I asked Alexa a question in a dead language, and she opened the gates to hell. Banana crumpets. Somebody once told me that I was Mike Wazowski. I'm just a poor boy from a pork family. Eating Tide Pods doesn't make you cool.
Ooh. Don't eat laundry detergent. No, that was funny.
That was hilarious.
That was hilarious.
That was really funny. I had a strong feeling this one would be really funny.
Oh yeah, I mean, love it or hate it, this movie definitely lends itself to something like this.
Yeah, it's easy to make fun of too. We did a non-spoiler review, and we did a spoiler review on this channel. And I mentioned this in my top ranking movies list, that after a few days I realized, man, I really love this movie. I just can't stop thinking about it. I'm like obsessed with the thought of this movie.
It's definitely distinct, and it definitely sticks with you, and it's definitely unlike a lot of things you've seen ever.
It's fun to break down. It's fun to try to interpret it. You know, they're talking about it's about this or it's about that. It's about this. And I'm like, well, it's kind of about all of that. It's just this one giant themes and messages being plastered in my face, and some might find that pretentious, some might find that annoying, or some might find it beautiful and captivating. Me, I thought it was thought-provoking, so I really enjoyed the hell out of watching the movie, and I love that it goes just freaking batshit by the end, because you hear people say this movie's crazy, and you watch it for 2 hours, and you're like, nothing's happened that's that crazy, and then you get to the finale, you're like, this is some of the craziest stuff I've seen in cinema in a long time.
As a piece, it is one of the most sort of insane things I've seen in a number of years, just in terms of how shrill and jarring and claustrophobic and nutty it is as a movie. And one of the things I appreciate the most is that point that you can kind of interpret it a bunch of different ways, and they're all valid, even though I feel like the Bible one is the most
That's the main one.
On point. And I gotta applaud a movie that has so many kinds of subtext you can pull out of it, because, you know, that's arguably what the art of cinema is for. And I'm just surprised that this got made at all.
I'm surprised they didn't make fun of whatever she's doing down in the cellar with the laundry and the hole in the wall and the blood. They didn't make fun of that at all.
That's pretty
cool.
good.
They make a joke about stuff happens where there's like blood on the floor. That kind of stuff, I don't actually know what any of that means. You know, everything else, I would know, like, oh, I see what they're touching on here. I was kind of hoping they make fun of that stuff, so that way I could be like, maybe they interpret it a certain way, so I could try to understand it a little better.
I felt like it was like a decay and infertility motif in some ways. Or, you know, anytime there's like a festering hole that a woman has to, you know, kind of confront and open up and deal with, I usually feel like there's something to do with that, and especially like the foreshadowing, because she's gonna have a baby later, and bad things are gonna happen to that baby later. So
I know Screen Junkies loves to make fun of movies where characters stare at stuff, long lingering shots. They would have a really fun time with most Ryan Gosling
like a Ryan
movies.
Gosling supercut.
Most Ryan, they would have the best Ryan Gosling supercut, just him staring at a bunch of things. Well, anyway, thanks Screen Junkies for doing that. And hey, shout out today for James Stagans. James Stagans, I know that right now 2018 has not been the most kind to you. You've had some minor setbacks. I view them as minor, even though they're major in your life, but they're not my problems, so they're just minor to me.
That's how it works.
That's how I view everyone else's problems. But James, here's what I'll tell you, buddy. The reason I want to give you a shout out today on this video is because you are exactly like a Darren Aronofsky to me. You seem to have this deep, cynical way of viewing life. And, you know, like, think about it. When you hang out with James Stagans, he's got kind of a twisted sense of humor.
He does.
And there's a darkness about him.
And a wry wit.
Something heart-touching about him as well.
He's a sweetie underneath.
Exactly. He is Darren Aronofsky, meaning one day, James, you're gonna bang a Jennifer Lawrence type after you become really successful.
Yeah, and one of these days you're gonna grow a mustache and have way too many scarves.
I could see him doing this mustache. That's the thing about Stagans.
And the scarves, man.
The scarves too. He hates the snow, and he lives in the snow.
So, dude, you gotta scarf the up.
You are Darren Aronofsky, and I I'm Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, hey, that's gonna make a beautiful union.
You're Ed Harris.
All right.
Anyway, guys, you can subscribe to The Real Rejects. Please click that notification bell, and you can check out our Patreon. Become a Patroniject today. It's like a second YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Have
man.
over 300 exclusive posts over there, so go check it out. Love ya, guys. Ponytail out.